This is the Scalper's Gold update for May 3rd. Here we've got the YM continuous contract. This is the daily chart. We've been looking at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly because some important things happening that we want to keep our eye on, that we've been keeping our eye on. Again, here's the Scalper's Gold long, 69.68. Here's our first stop here was 73.79. We get our next stop here where the red dot is, and then it moved up here, and pull this down here. So we're in for better than 1,000 points now on the long. And we had this area of kind of chop up in here in this range, and we've had these market structure lows immediately followed by a market structure high, followed by a market structure low, followed by another market structure high. Just kind of almost a definition of chop here. Okay, and we had this market structure low here that triggered long last week, and here we finally did get a close just above this kind of chop area, and this was on May 1st, first trading day of the month there, this was the May 1st. So they closed up here just above this kind of chop area, and now we've got a market structure high formed on the daily. Here's our 13S, this light blue line here. That's going to be support. You've got this market structure high formed. Oops. You get your high, your higher high, your lower high. Got a short trigger, a tick below this bar here. Obviously, here's where we've opened the Globex this evening, and things have opened up more positive here. So if they break this market structure high, which would be a break, right up in here, if they come up and break that, we could get another leg up, or we'll get this market structure low formed here, and we'll have wherever we close out on Monday, we'll get a long trigger up here. If they can trigger that long, then we get another bullish move. The only thing here now is the move up here lately has been on light volume. So we're going to have to, we may get another leg. If they trigger these long, we may get another leg up, but things may stall out. Let's take a look at the weekly, because we got some important setups in the weekly and monthly. Okay, here's the let's go back here. Here's the weekly chart, and you can see the Scalper's Gold triggered short back at 11,038. You had a stop up here. And then the long signal here at 78.82. So the weekly is long. The weekly Scalper's Gold is long, and we've also got this weekly market structure low that's formed. It's low, lower low, higher low, with the long side trigger up here. So we'll see this week if they can get up to the long trigger. There would be 82.78. It would trigger the weekly long. Maybe we start testing this 8,500 area eventually. Kind of complete the V, and then if we get up to this 8,500 area, we're going to have to see if they do end up coming up here and testing that. Do they kind of form a market structure high there and fall back off, or do they kind of base above this area? Start closing, getting some closes above that area. So we'll have to watch for that. And then on the monthly, the other thing I've been talking to for a few weeks now was the fact that we finally had, here's this red line's our monthly 5-period moving average, and we finally got a monthly close above the 5-period for the first time in almost a year. So that's a significant event. And not only that, we've got this monthly market structure low formed. Okay, we're going to have a long side trigger on the monthly the actual trigger is going to be 82.78. We'll trigger that. Would trigger that to the long side, and so the only concern here is the volume has been light. Now we'll have to see if the volume picks up, being we've just started a new trading month. So it could have been maybe the end of the month of April, volume was light. Maybe things pick up now. We'll have to see what that looks like, or if the buy side volume is going to start to peter out. Alright, so that's what the daily, monthly, and weeklies look like. Alright, have a good week, and we'll see you again next week.